Guys, so I look kind of wild. I just showered. I have my hair scrunched and I have it like pulled back super messily. So when I do my makeup, that my hair isn't all jelly and in the way. So this is going to be the start of my weekend vlog. I actually filmed some yesterday of me baking and crocheting and yarn shopping. So I will put those clips in after this. So I hope it's something y'all enjoy. I think this will be a really fun vlog. I hope it's cozy and gets you in the mood for fall. But I had some people ask me for vlogs, Grwm girl Bethany and just several other people that wanted to see vlogs on Instagram. So I'm doing that. I hope it turns out okay. So this is gonna have a little bit of everything. I'm gonna show you guys my everyday makeup, hopefully do it really quickly. And then I'm going to show y'all a book haul. So I've not really been buying books, but my brother called me this morning. It's Saturday. It's October 22nd. And it was like 9 in the morning. He's like, Bailey, our local library is having a book sale and everything's $1 or less. And I was like, oh. So I was so excited. I went and only got a few books, and then I ended up telling my mom about some of the authors that were there that I hadn't heard of because she was still asleep when I left. And she's like, can we go back? So I went back to the library, got some other books. So they're all inspirational Christian fiction. So I'm excited to show you that haul. So I just kind of wanted to introduce this video. I hope it's something y'all really enjoy. And I'm going to go on and get into what I do for my makeup. And if that's something you just don't really care about, you can skip it, of course. You can watch any parts of this video. I just hope there is something for everyone and that everyone enjoys it. So we'll get into it. Hi everyone, so I wanted to try to show you all me baking this new blueberry muffin recipe that I'm making. It's brown butter bakery style blueberry muffins. And it kind of sounds complicated because of the whole brown butter, but it's very, very simple. I will link the exact recipe that I'm using. And I just wanted to give a little few tips. I tried filming myself on my little tripod for my phone, and it just was not a good angle. The lighting was just not it, and you couldn't really see anything. So I apologize, but I'm just going to briefly tell you what's here. So this is a stick of butter, unsalted, and you want to put it in your pan on a medium heat, and it's going to start crackling, bubbling, and foaming. You want to mix it constantly until it becomes this amber color. Then you immediately want to remove it from the heat and put it in a heat-safe container. I just put it in this bowl because I'm using this bowl for my wet ingredients, and you want it to cool down, but you see it has like the golden amber color. And then I have half a cup of milk, 2 large eggs. Make sure everything's room temperature. You don't want to put anything cold when you're baking because it'll seize the batter up and it just won't bake as evenly. And then that's really it for the oven's preheating. The wet ingredients, besides, you're going to need a cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to add that here. Whip that up, add the 2 eggs and milk. Then it called for vanilla extract. I always use vanilla bean paste, and this is Trader Joe's brand. And we do not have one here where I live, but when we go to Lexington, they have one. And it's seasonal, it's in the fall time, and it's their organic vanilla bean paste, and it's 2 ounces. That's standard for vanilla bean paste. It's more concentrated than vanilla extract. And this tastes amazing. It makes the world difference. It's only, I think, $4.99, and that is an amazing steal. It's organic. It has just great ingredients, what it should have. And I always stock up and get those when I go to Trader Joe's in Lexington. It calls for almond extract as well. I do not like almond extract. Even if it's the littlest bit, I just do not like almond extract. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter extract, just whatever it calls for with the almond. Or if you don't want to do that, either one, you can just do the vanilla. Then for the dry ingredients, it's 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons or tablespoons of baking powder, I think it's teaspoons, a pinch of salt, whisk that together. Then this is like the crumble topping that's going to go on top of the batter before it bakes. It's 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar packed, 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I doubled the cinnamon though because we love cinnamon in this house. And then this is the 2 cups of blueberries, and you want to make sure you toss them in flour. Fresh is best, but if all you have is frozen, make sure that you try to dry them, like make sure there's no like bits of ice on them, and then toss them in your flour. That prevents them from sinking to the bottom, so all your blueberries don't sit at the bottom of your muffin. So if I missed anything, I'll have the exact recipe linked below, and I'm going to whip this up. The oven's on 400, and I will show you what the batter looks like. You don't want to overmix your batter. So I'm going to do it by hand just because it's simple, it's easy, and I don't feel like getting my mixer out, but I'm just going to do it all by hand, and you just want to incorporate everything until it's just incorporated. You don't want to overmix it. It can be a smidge lumpy. Just make sure you mix it just until all the flour is incorporated. I'll show you what that looks like. We'll get them in the oven, and I highly recommend using an ice cream scoop. It's just so much easier. I'm not sure what size this is, but this is what it looks like compared to the muffin tin. And it makes 12 muffins. I always line them, and I always spray the liners. I've had it happen so many times where I don't spray liners and my cupcakes or muffins have sticks. So always spray your liners. So this is the setup, guys. I will show you what the batter looks like before I put the blueberries in, and then I'll mix the blueberries, put them in the tin, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, y'all, I just took them out of the oven. It suggested to do it for about, what did they say, 23 to 28 minutes, but my oven is a little hot. It runs a little hotter than most ovens, so I did it for 18 minutes, and they were just ever so slightly jiggly. So I did it until 20 minutes, and they're perfect. If they're just slightly under in the middle, the residual heat from this is gonna bake them while they rest. And I did, as you saw, I had some leftover batter. So I just ended up using this little 6 count. So in total, I got 16 muffins. And there was a couple that I could have filled a little bit higher, but like this one's perfect. Some of these back here, so let's get you a shot in. You can see the pan might burn a little bit, but guys, look how beautiful this is. Baking is so much fun, and I'm crocheting right now, so I'm very excited. But yeah, here it is. I'll leave the recipe below and let y'all know. See ya. Hey guys, so I just showed you my makeup and I just finished that, put my hair down. My hair is on a whole nother level today of just wackiness, so just don't pay attention to the hair. Okay, so I want to show you my book haul from the library today. I in total got 13 books for $11. Like 2 were for my dad, there's like 4 for my mom. I might read them. They're Amish romances. If you followed on my Instagram, my mom's super back into reading, and I posted a haul that she did for a belated birthday gift to herself, and she got a couple Amish reads. And so you said you did read Amish books, and so these might interest you. So I went, ooh, move the camera, sorry guys. So I did go, and it was early this morning. Let me get them here. And it wasn't like crazy hit the jackpot. Like I was hoping there was going to be some Lynn Austin or Francine Rivers, things like that. But I did find some books by inspirational Christian fiction authors that I'd either heard of but never read anything by, or just haven't heard of them in general. But I do want to share one book that I recently just got in the mail early from my pre-order. This was just full price. I got it from Christian Book, and it's My Jesus by Ann Wilson. I'm currently reading it. I'm on chapter 2, and she is a Christian musician and artist. And wow, her story. I really didn't know much about Ann Wilson. I just knew her songs. And then I saw her on Sadie Robertson's podcast, and I had just heard a little blurb about her and her story, and she has been through some tragic loss. And wow, this story is just already touching my heart. So I just wanted to share that, and plus Anne is just so beautiful. And so yeah, if y'all are interested in that, if you want to read it or are going to read it, let me know. It technically comes out, I think, like Tuesday, but I got it early from Christian Book yesterday on Friday, so there's that. Then the first book I got from the library book sale is Herb of Grace, a Healing Grace novel, author of the Amish Quilt series, and Adina Sinft, that's the author, and I got this for my mama. Then I ended up going back and getting the other 2, but I'm doing these in order of how I purchased them. So the next book I got, and most of these are like large print, so that's why they look kind of bigger. But yeah, they're like the large print. But this is Amy K. Searle's Before I Saw You. Guys, I think of all these, I'm most excited for this one. I have a book back here, How Sweet the Sound by Amy K. Searle's, that I got from the Tyndale warehouse sale a few months ago. And it says, folks are dying as fast as the ash trees in the southern Indiana town ravaged by heroin, where JC Givens lives with nothing more than a thread of hope. With her mother in prison, JC is carrying grief in an unplanned pregnancy she conceals because she trusts no one. Dividing her time between the diner where she works and her quirky neighbor Sudi's place, JC nurses a broken heart among a collection of unlikely friends. But eventually, she realizes she can't hide her pregnancy any longer, not even from the baby's abusive father. Oh, it sounds kind of heart-wrenching, but honestly, I looked it up on Goodreads and it had really good reviews. So I'm very excited for this one. And of course, guys, if you've heard of any of these authors or have read any of these, please let me know. Like I said, most of these people I haven't heard of, but they were like the only Christian fiction there, and I just wanted to check them out. So the next one is by Tracy Peterson. I have never heard of her. My mom said she has read a couple books by her years ago, and this is published by Bethany House, so that kind of gave me like a good sign maybe that, you know, it's Christian and clean. But it's Steadfast Heart, Brides of Seattle, and it's book 1. And honestly, y'all, I did not read the backs to really much of these, but I'll put them here in case you want to read it. I just had to read that Amy K. Searles one because it just sounds so good. And then this one is Refining Fire, book 2. And here's the back. And this is the third one, Love Everlasting. And here's the back. And then that was all from my first trip. And then I told my mom about the Amish book that I got her, and I said they had the 2 others. They're only like 50 cents. And so I went back and got those 2 other books in the series for her. And it's Keys and Heaven, book 2. Then Balm of Gilead, book 3. Then I asked her about Tracy Peterson, and she said yes, she had heard of her. She liked some of her books, you know, several years ago. And I just decided, since they were just so cheap, and hey, I might end up loving them. You never know, y'all. And if not, I mean, my brother's building a free little library this winter to put out in the spring, so I'll just save any of these books that I either didn't like or that were just super cheap and just put them in the free little library. But she had another series there called Sapphire Brides, and it's a treasure concealed. And I didn't read the backs of these. I kind of read the backs a little bit when I was there, but I just grabbed them, and maybe that wasn't like the smartest thing, but honestly, y'all, we don't have a lot of bookstores here, and if we do, they're just like your main Books A Million, and they're all just full priced. So I was just so excited to see books for cheap. They said the sale was going to be going on through the end of the month at the library. So y'all, I may stop in there a time or two each week and just see if they put any new ones out. Maybe I'll score some really big jackpots with some authors I love. And then this is the last one, A Love Transformed. And again, this is in the Sapphire Brides series. So yeah. And then the last book I ended up getting, which is kind of funny because I saw this and it's large print, but it's a chunker. It's pretty big, but it is large print. I mean, look how big that print is. I thought it said Karen Whittemire, and I had heard of Karen Whittemire, but it's like Karen Whitmer, and it's called A Simple Gift. And my hands were full, but I ended up looking up on Goodreads. It was like an almost solid 4-star on there, but again, it's okay. Like, just because Goodreads says it's a great book or not so great doesn't mean I won't love or, you know, dislike it. So yeah, if y'all have heard of any of these, please let me know. That was it. I got my dad. Actually, I had just got The Case for Christ as book mail from a sweet subscriber, Brandy, and I was so excited that I got that because I had never read any books by Lee Strobel or seen the movie for The Case for Christ. And when I was there, I saw Lee Strobel's The Case for the Real Jesus. So I ended up getting that, but I think my dad's going to read it before I even get to it. So he's going to, I think, read that one. And then I got him some book about like SEAL Team 6 and stuff. My dad loves military and government and mysteries and thrillers and all that. So I got him that. I'm actually going to take him, because he didn't go this morning, I want to take him this coming week with me so he can pick out some mystery, because it was just filled with mystery and thriller books. But y'all, I'm a romance girl. I am who I am. I'll occasionally pick up a mystery or whatever, but for the most part, I am just a Christian romance girl, and I love it. I find so much joy in reading these books. So yeah, please let me know if you've heard of any of these or if you've read any of them. Let me know what you think below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, this was my haul. It's Saturday. It's probably around 4. I might film another video, but for the most part, I'm just chilling. This is going to be a weekend in my life, like I said in the beginning, but really, guys, I just do chill weekends. My job emotionally takes a lot out of me throughout the week, so I like to chill on the weekends. I'm currently crocheting my very first like big project, which is a beanie, which doesn't sound big, but before I was just making little square coasters, practicing single crochet. So now I'm making a beanie, and I'm pretty sure I'll finish it this evening, and I'll show you all that. And I'm just gonna be crocheting and reading. I'm gonna either continue on reading this Terry Ferris book that I'm currently reading on my Kindle, and then also probably finish up Cinder Nanny by Sarah Wilson on Audible. And I'll read some of Ann Wilson's book. So I'll keep y'all updated if I can. I might just be back this evening, give you a beanie update maybe, and let you know how my books are going so far. So it's a chill weekend, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Hey guys, so I just wanted to update you. I got so excited and I didn't film it right when I was finishing up. I wanted to show you the stages of finishing up the beanie, but I just got excited and I was in the zone. So I just wanted to show the beanie off. I am so proud of it. So this is technically the first thing that I've ever like fully created. The actual beanie itself, the pom-pom's not attached. I'm going to do it a certain way so it can be removable, but I haven't done it yet. But guys, I love it. So I just wanted to update you. I've pretty much been doing that all evening. I haven't read much, but I'm going to start reading in a chapter or two in the My Jesus book from Ann Wilson that I showed earlier. And then I'm going to read a chapter or two in the Terry Ferris book that I'm reading currently on Kindle Unlimited. So I just want to update y'all. This might be the end of the vlog. I don't know. I might update y'all some more tomorrow on what I'm reading. But I hope y'all are having a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow on Sunday. Bye, guys. Okay, so it's Sunday morning, and I just showed you a little shot of, I'm going to read a couple pages in the Ann Wilson book, and then I finished the beanie last night, and I showed y'all that. But I wanted to show y'all this cute little, like, project notebook from Hobby Lobby. And guys, I'm not really a journaler or someone that writes things down, but it is so cute. It has, like, and it's specifically for crochet or knitting, I guess. I'm not sure, but it has all this yarn weight and gauge here for your hooks, and then knitting needle sizes, crochet hook sizes, steel crochet hook sizes, which I didn't realize there was like a difference in the size from a regular one. I don't know. Anyways, and then it has your project and all this stuff. You can print out a photo, which I don't have a printer to print photos out, but I would totally do that. And then you can like draw it out. And I thought this was so nice, especially because the beanie that I just did, it was just from a video, so I just need to write down the instructions so I'll always remember it because I love it so much and want to make it again, and specifically like write down the brand I used and, you know, things like that. But it's Sunday morning, and I'm probably going to close the vlog out here because this is literally all I'm going to do is practice more crochet. I'm going to read in my books. So yeah, I'm really loving the Ann Wilson book, and it's laid out a little differently than what I'm used to reading, but I really enjoy it so far. And I'm just like a chapter into the Terry Ferris book. So I will end it here, and if I make something else, maybe I'll show you, but I just wanted to show this off. It was only like $3.99, no, $4.99. But yeah, it's from Hobby Lobby. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next one.